Well, that was a show and a half. We got a lot. I think that was some of our shows. We go in depth on things, but this was you spent time talking about St. Aidan's. We're not doing that again. Your school you went to, your mum a little bit on that. Should siblings get on?
Joe Biden.
Tiny bit on jet fuel crisis.
Our mum, Joe Biden.
And your passion project. So do you want to get straight into the fact that you're doing improv, which you should have done years ago because it's an outlet for you?
Well, just to say for everybody as well, this is the after show.
Yes, I said that at the top.
Did you?
Yes.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I did. I said this is Sunday's after show for Not So Christian Brothers.
In your head, you might have said it. Yeah.
Not
Let's start it again then.
This is... No, just go. This is good. Say this to that camera there.
Take it. You made a fault, and that's just the way it is. Now it's live on camera.
This is the after show with Justin Caffrey and Colm Hayes. They are related.
Not so
They have
Christian
different names. I am here.
And our mum is Joe Biden.
Back in tenor bets, I said it at the top, and I've said it twice. Tell me about your stand-up.
I'm here as well. Or am I here? I mean, are we all here?
Yeah, we are all here. Don't be an existentialist now.
Okay.
Can I say quickly?
Is time really a construct? Or are we
Listen,
here?
I swear to God, I'll punch your shadow if you
Now,
continue this existentialism.
I did a stand-up thing for charity in Foxrock in a pub once. I never told you that.
Did you?
And it's really fucking nerve-wracking. All well and good doing singing or doing things that are cringe, but it was so fair play to you.
Same parents, different timelines, and united by chaos. Strap on, strap in, for the not-so-Christian brothers.
Well, it's improv. So there's a show at the end. So I'm doing improv and there's a team, and at the end we put on a show, apparently, but every week the numbers keep
going down,
depleting. So at the end, I think it'll be mime.
Is
Are
that
you
the people who
breaking
are
wings?
watching, or the people who are watching, or the people who are participating?
The people who are participating, and it's not cheap, but they're like
Patrick Stafford run. I was in the Gaiety School of Acting professionally, like I was in it.
Yeah.
And improv is the most incredible thing because we used to all wear black. You could wear no makeup. Like we were all like actors. Colin Farrell had been in at that time, but a few years before me.
Right.
And I remember we took it so seriously. Like you go up to a bus stop and be like, "Do you have?" It was great, Terry. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
You're in
go
that
to
whole
a bus
world.
stop
Yes,
and
yes.
No, you'd have to just create out of nowhere.
become a bus stop.
Then I became a teacher and I used to use all of this for my content.
Yeah. Was that comedy improv?
No, like it wasn't
just
really
acting, yeah.
actually that comic, but you'll probably be doing comedy, yeah?
Well, it's comedy improv. So one would hope so.
So you're not wearing any makeup.
At the moment.
Well, are you?
Wearing all black. You wear
I mean,
all
if
black.
that's like what makeup has done to you, please don't ever take it off.
So no, I don't wear makeup.
Is that improv?
No, possibly improv, but not comedy.
Rachel Galva is one of my favourite Irish stand-ups at the moment. If you don't know her, look her up. So is there a lad that you like as a stand-up that you want to emulate?
Dylan Moran. Yeah.
Interesting.
Good old
Shows
black
the most
books.
depressive comedian.
Yeah.
He is-
Drinks on stage.
He is so good. Like, he is so good.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
my favourite.
There's a lot on Instagram now. A lot of comedians. Some of them are really. There's a great guy, and he's about 93, and he's a stand-up. I don't know his name, but all his gags are about being old. You know. And he's very, very
The Young
funny.
Hot Guys are amazing. You know them? The three lads who do the podcast now. They are so funny, and they're purely Killian Sunderland just goes out in the streets, does improv, does stand-up. You will nail this.
Balls, Arm and Hog. I love them.
Oh, they're really good.
They're so good in show, like watching
Really
them.
good. Live, I've seen them live so many times.
good. Very
And
smart.
Aisling B, I just love her.
Yes,
Who?
I do love
Aisling
Aisling
B.
B. You know,
Oh yeah, she's very good. Aisling B is very
Rachel
good.
Galva is one to watch. She's incredible.
There's another girl I like, and she's got curly
And
hair.
I
and
tell
she's
you who
living
the
in
best
Barcelona.
though. I think the
Who?
best improv comedian that we have in this country is
Yes.
Jason Byrne.
Well, he's very good in improv. Yeah.
He's just
he's
brings the audience into the show, and he always has people up at this on the stage, and
I know, doing
it's just
crazy
chaos.
stuff. Yeah.
But Billy Connolly was the start of it. Like,
Yeah,
Billy
yeah,
Connolly
exactly.
was the best animated, active, lively in person. Like, he was incredible. Then we Tommy Tiernan, obviously, now, who's more serious, but his show is one of the best shows.
I
His
saw
show
your
is.
man Lenny Henry.
I went to see Lenny Henry when I was a kid. My dad brought me to see
Wouldn't be a
him.
fan
the
of Lena
Olympia.
Henry now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw him in the Olympia, and in the middle, it all, he goes down, and he's doing his like
know him that
he's doing like Barry White, right? And the lights go down, and across the stage comes this love-shaped double bed. And he goes into the crowd, and and Anne was freaking because she thought he was going to grab her, and he grabs a girl up and brings her onto the bed. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
It's really intimidating. I would die if someone brought me onto the stage to get into the bed with them, unless it was Justin Bieber.
See,
Now, there you
well,
go,
everyone who was there loved
could
Lenny
tell.
Henry. so
I
they-
went to see Lenny Henry in the boxing club. And then he was,
What?
Yeah,
In
the
a
Garda
boxing club?
in the Garda boxing club. He was on in the Garda boxing club. Yeah.
Was he struggling to sell tickets?
I don't know. That's where he was playing.
Sure,
anyway.
that wasn't
It
like
was-
Benny Henry.
No, it was
Like,
Yeah, I'm
Benny
just
Henry,
wondering
and
if that's a different Henry.
No,
What
no.
age were you? Henry Kelly.
I would have been probably 14, 15 maybe. When my
And
dad
how
brought me
old are
some-
you?
44 now.
So like that was right at the height of Lenny Henry's career.
Yeah,
Like that
yeah,
was like
yeah.
not the 9 o'clock
Maybe it was
news.
a
No, that was
charity.
even after that.
It was Charlie.
I think your dad was taking the piss. You need to go
No,
back.
no.
Yeah.
Do you remember he did the joke about he loved telling jokes about obviously he's being black and
Yeah.
famous and being black.
It
but
was
he-
obviously he was black.
Yeah, but he tells a great joke about where he has his racist white mate who always tells him how much he always gives out about black people in London, and then he just says to him at the end of the sentence, he just turns around and says, "Except you, Lenny, I love you because you're rich."
It's a bit worrying when Terry goes into a place like that. You're like, oh, can we get cancelled here?
Sorry, and Kyla Cobbler, you're a big fan.
That's one. Sorry.
Sorry,
hello.
I
Sorry,
know
that's what I
you're a
meant.
fan because you
She's
went to see her,
absolutely
and she
amazing.
is literally
Yeah.
like she was on Patrick Hill. She was
Kyla
on-
Cobbler is going to be one of the
but
biggest.
she is one of the biggest. Like
yeah.
she's already.
But I think
huge.
she's going to be bigger than big.
And Joanne McCanally, to be fair, has done incredible.
She's
incredible.
knocking it out of the park.
She's
So-
great. I saw her in the 3 Arena. She was really
Did you?
Yeah.
The Prosecco tour for women, for
No,
vaginas, like
no.
for a
You
were
bunch
the
of.
only man there.
No, I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of.
Joe McNally.
Joe Lipset.
No, I'm thinking of.
Joe
no,
Duffy.
it's the lady who I saw has kids in school in St.
I was gonna
Gerard's.
say.
Emma Doran.
No,
Oh, Margaret
are you?
Thatcher.
Who is that?
She's a comedian who has
she's
kids.
a comedian. She's in her 50s.
Ah, Deirdre. Oh,
Deirdre O'Kane.
I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say that is not true. Imagine Justin at the Prosecco tour. I'd be like,
Deirdre
"Mm."
O'Kane is hilarious. She's probably one of the most underrated
She's
female
great.
actresses.
And Sharon
on the
Horgan
planet.
got the so many.
Oh,
Anyway,
I fancy Sharon.
I know I could
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you
I
fancying her. It's because she's
really-
kind of angry too.
But Beatrice said I fancy her because she's really she's got intelligence
Very smart.
and beauty.
Bad
Yeah,
Sisters was one of the best. Like we spoke about this.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just reviewing people here.
And she's written obviously Motherland and is involved as well.
And I love
in
Motherland.
Amandaland.
I mean, if anybody hasn't seen Motherland,
Yeah.
it's the most laugh out loud
But that
comedy. Because if you have
actress-
ever had kids in school,
You just know.
this has happened to you.
When she rocks up at Easter, what is the name of that actress who's phenomenal? She's in A Cool New Crime. You know the blonde lady who's the leading. When she
Emma.
rocks up at the school, Elizabeth,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
Easter, and she's there with the kids, and they're like, "Well, school's closed for Easter," and she's like, "You just take them anyway." I've got a massive presentation for 4 hours. No, the point is the school's closed and being cleaned. Okay, you just take them, and she stands there, and the desperate, and you feel it in her because the husband's always playing golf,
Yeah,
and is
yeah.
a prick.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And he's like, "I can't hear you. I've lost," and she's like, "It's just brilliant.
It's real because that happened
It
to
is
me.
real."
So when I was under 12s coach for Kilmacud Croke, so I wasn't under 12, I was coaching under 12s.
Right.
And I remember one day,
How
one
many
Saturday,
passed the vetting?
this woman brought the son up and she said, "What time do you finish it?" And I went, 1 o'clock. And she says, "Oh, really? You couldn't hang on to him until 3 because I have to go into town to do some shopping." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll bring him home. Give me a call, pop around, whatever." And I went, "No, this isn't a crash." Oh, God, okay. I suppose I'll have to come back at 1.
Well,
It's just excellent.
Luca does coaching on Friday nights. So he's 18. And he coaches kids under 10 or whatever. And it was like Friday night 2 weeks ago. It was absolutely lashing rain,
Yeah.
and nobody turns up. Right, so him and his other coach, nobody turns up. But then this one car arrives, and they kick the kid out. And you can see that they've obviously gone, right, we're going to the
Got
pub.
plans.
We're doing whatever we're going to do. And this kid is just sopping wet, making his way across the
Yeah.
and the two lads are going, well, we'll have to coach him. So, like, I do think that, a lot of these volunteering things are just...
That's the next Robbie Keane right there.
That's true, though, right?
One-on-one coaching.
I started coaching again last Tuesday for community games. Biggest shout out ever. I love it. It's a joy. And of course, I got the under 6s, and I was just like, these kids are just staring at you for 45 minutes to an hour do athletics with them.
Oh, really?
And it's like all the parents are watching too because they're really little, so they have
Yeah.
to be near. And that's actually the most intimidating part because the parents are like, we just did so much circuits, this, drills, running. And then at the end, I was like, lie on the ground and shut your eyes. I was so wrecked from them. But God, I love it.
Under 6, I'd say that's a handful.
Yeah.
The greatest thing they ever do is just run in circles, isn't it?
They do a lot, and we do a lot of duck, duck, goose. That's
Nice.
something that you could do at home.
Duck, duck, goose. Don't think I haven't.
I started therapy last Thursday.
Did you?
Yeah. That was
congratulations.
a good thing to bring to. Thank you. So you know,
Do you congratulate a person?
You
I
know
think so. I
only
think it's a
did-
big step to start
It is a
therapy.
big step.
It's a big
And you know
step.
I
If you
did
can make that
3
choice to get there, That's a big choice.
I did 3 sessions years ago with the chap I spoke about where we used to revolute each other back because we wouldn't show up. Well, I wouldn't show up. And then we just keep revoluting each other. So it was my therapist revoluted me. We just used to pay each other and I wouldn't really. But this is a whole new direction.
Right.
It was interesting because you have the initial chat, the consultation to find you someone. So sorry, I wasn't with the therapist.
Oh, you're with the.
The initial.
Oh, it's like they tick off the boxes for you, and they go,
They
you'd
find
suit
someone.
Tony well, or you'd suit.
You're a mental. You
Fanny
suit.
Adams over there. You can chat to her,
and you pick you pick a pecking order. Like you pick a affordability rate. So there was this one not accredited yet, then this yes, but experience, and then the top tier, which was like 100. So it was
The
interesting.
cheapest option is like some geezer down the dole office.
Yeah, some lad sitting on a bar. He's just like,
I think you'll be
so
grand.
yeah, what's your bleeding problem?
Shut up there, love, and get on with it, right?
Get on with it there.
So
Listen,
why did you
get the
choose
points
him?
in. Get the points in.
You choose the bag of cans therapist and give us the cans
I mean,
there
it
first,
is.
love.
It is a hard one when they go
Jesus,
to
you've
what's
a
your
nice rack, haven't
affordability.
you? Oh, sorry, I wasn't
But
meant to
that's
say
the
that.
thing.
Therapist,
It's really hard when they go, "What's your affordability?" And you're like, "You're not going to go, no matter how much money you have. You're not going to go with the chap who's not accredited, right? Because you're trying to help. You're trying.
He's an intern.
It's true, right?
Here's
Unless
Derek
you're an
the intern.
idiot. Sorry, you could be very young and just need help. That's fine. But I sat there, but it was just the initial consultation. But it's funny. She was an older lady. She was lovely, but she made me cry, and I was like, "You're not even the fucking. You're not even
Oh,
the
she
fucking
made you
therapist."
cry.
It's in. She was so nice.
Oh,
Because I was like, "This is my fault. This, and I should have done this better. I need to solve this." And she was just like, "It's okay."
But I think therapy is a racket, right? I think
But you do a lot of this. You do.
You're hanging yourself here, buddy. You might want to pull that back a bit.
Literally, your entire career, besides your incredible
This is like a
financial,
Michael
you
O'Leary
are
moment
like,
here
like
now.
this is a bad moment for
Ryanair
you.
is cheap and shit, but
no,
you're still
I-
This
going
is a
fly.
LinkedIn clip for Justin.
I do think that a lot of therapy, right, is it's just nonsense. A lot of the times, if they're talking to you, if they're spending too much time with you, there's a distinct disconnect, right? Because there's not an incentive for your therapist to get you to the other side.
Stop, because why? They want to just keep making money.
Yeah, that's their job. That's their business. They all set up.
I don't agree with you, Justin. They want to see you healthier, right? Like a gym instructor.
Some
don't
of
wanna
them-
see a
some
fat
of them,
bitch
some of
coming
them
in a
do,
year
but
later.
I'm sorry. Like they have mortgages to pay, and
I
and,
agree with Justin.
you know,
Yeah.
Wow,
There's-
you just congratulated me for joining therapy.
It doesn't
What a
matter, but
piece of
there is
shit.
therapists out there
What a
that are
faker.
literally. Neve went to a therapist when she was young, right? And this lady just kept going back to her and just taking the money off her, didn't help her or anything.
Oh, well, I'm not
Cost her
gonna
a
Even answer
fortune,
the
like.
door. Just
But the thing is, this is what they do. They don't care. They'll just let you spew out what you want and come back and
Let
drop
me
your
stop you there.
150 euro every hour.
I do agree with you. However, I do think you could do 3 or 4 sessions and you have boundaries yourself to go, I'm going to cut that, I'm fine. But it could get you through some of your heavier. It's not about like, help me budget, help me get through my It's about the bigger stuff that is from the past that they might help you through, right?
they might help you
They're
through it. But I
qualified,
just
I'm
think,
not.
look, I said this in the last show. I do think that journaling is a way to therapy really is about getting the mixed emotions in your brain out of your brain,
Yes.
and just somebody listening to you, right? And you
Safe
can do that.
space.
You can do that in the space. You can do that through journaling, but it's finding somebody who has the tools to help you speak, and then reflect back what you said, because it's not advice, right? Psychiatrists can give advice, and generally that is, here's some medication.
yeah.
Psychologists or therapists are not really there to give you advice.
They're meant to empower you, really, aren't they?
Yeah,
to
they're-
find your own answers.
I do
Sexual.
think there's a bit of a racket to it all, right? I'm sorry for therapists that I upset, but that's how I feel.
Well, but you do therapy. But you do it on
Well, you're
both
not.
sides.
You're building your
Don't
life
you, Don't
coaching.
you
So I'm
therapeutically?
neither a life coach nor am I a therapist.
You're
What
a...
are you, a Buddhist?
No, what's the
Well,
word?
with that
You're
haircut, a Nazi.
No, stop. I think that's a very jarhead haircut. It's great.
It is quite jarhead,
You're
yeah.
a performance success.
Clown. He's a
Stop.
clown.
Performance
You were
enhancement
meant to-
coach.
Enhancement always sounds like erection. I always just think of that. Sorry.
Listen,
Okay.
you're the only person that thinks of that when that word is said.
What word?
Enhancement.
I do.
Okay,
Do you
yeah.
not?
No.
We were meant to talk about your bear story this week. We might come back to that.
Yes, I'm a coach. I spend about a third of my time coaching, but I coach like business people and leaders. And,
So not people who have a sob story.
No, but they all have a sub story. So the most, I have very successful clients who all have huge doubts, right? It's
So you're
still-
pissed off when they get to a good place, right?
Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah.
I like to make sure they keep addicted. No, I think that you gotta
feel so much
empower
better, but
people
yes,
to
are you?
move on,
Yeah.
right? and there's a lack of that in therapy.
That's so
my-
interesting.
Yeah, I
quite like
100%.
this.
Like
my
a
reservation.
coach should be that you're getting somebody, you're just there for support, somebody to bounce off, and that they come to their own conclusions to be able to step forward into their own decisions and make better choices.
So should
for
I use my
themselves.
dog? Would it be easier to talk to Tori and just not have
Well,
anyone?
it will
speak?
definitely be cheaper.
It should definitely be cheaper, but but it is about empowerment. I think you know, when therapy worked well for me in that period of 5 minutes, it was.
When your therapist is a better man, he got so much out of you.
Yeah, you get a sense of empowerment. It's like you talk yourself into empowerment because you're talking your problems out, and they're just looking at you, and then you're going, well, maybe I should do. And then you
It's a
go,
eureka moment.
and then you go, well, why don't I do that? And you go, yes, why don't you do that?
It's just a strange way. I've never heard it explained the way you did, that you had to go and pick sort of somebody and then you have to pick your price plan. Like normally, if you're going to see somebody to help you work through your problems and your issues, you think that would be either recommended by a friend or associate or somebody that has gone through troubles themselves and say, listen, such and such is really helpful. They helped me get through stuff. I stopped seeing her about 6 months ago and I would highly recommend her. But when you sort of go in a price plan, they're like, you can have this for this price. Or you
Well,
can have
yeah,
that
but
for that
that's
price.
because you've got things like Better Therapy, which, by the way, Better Therapy, if you want to sponsor us, we will be happy to take
BetterHelp.
sponsor. BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
So these kind of things that are
Hi.
set up to help you find a therapist, right? But this is also at the critical point.
Don't say it's a racket if we're just looking for sponsorship.
No,
We love you, BetterHelp.
but here's the point, right?
Yeah.
So BetterHelp is set up as a vehicle to have therapists all over the world to find clients, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest reason that happens is because therapists are not very good at finding their clients. So most of your therapists maybe make 50 grand, 60 grand, 70 grand a year because they're not very good at finding clients. So whatever clients they have, if they're not very good at finding other clients,
Other
what do you think
matters.
they're going to want to do with the clients that they have?
To hang on to the mattress. And make them, you're actually madder than we thought. You're going to have to spend an extra 6 weeks in it.
Yeah, and there's no regulations to determine what success looks like in therapy. There's
Well,
nothing.
actually, that is probably the best point. The fact is that when do you know you don't need a therapist
When you're
anymore?
just more solid in your own decision making, when you don't have to really whittle it, like go back and forth with, when you know soundly that you're making the right life
That could be a
decision.
Tuesday, and then on a Friday you could be in just
your
a mess
periods.
mess of jelly. Yeah, you could just a mess of jelly on the floor, just smacking yourself across the face, and and then you go, Jesus, why did I give up the therapy on Tuesday?
Okay,
But I think it's also when you come to the point of the thing that if you have a topic that you find uncomfortable to get near, right? Like the death of a loved one or the breakdown of a marriage or, the loss of a business or whatever it is, right? If that topic makes you feel tense and tight, the time you know you've got better is when you can talk about that without feeling tense and tight.
Yeah.
And the more you talk about it, the more you get it out of your brain and out of your mouth, the easier it becomes. So really, all you're trying to do is lessen the severity of the issue that's holding you back in life.
I totally agree there because
I did therapy
even the for me dealing with the grief, I went to therapy to try and deal with the grief and try and understand it. But I feel now I'm at that level of acceptance, so I don't need therapy. I know
But what about your other problems?
they're legal. If I can a therapist actually snitch on you? Is there a code of honor?
No,
You know
right?
what I mean?
No, it's like a confidential.
No. What do we know?
There is a code of honor.
What do we know? Oh, please tell me.
Confidentiality.
But it's like confession.
Stop it, Justin.
So
of
if I
course.
say to it, sorry, the first time I had my therapist, right, he pointed at the ceiling and said, there's cameras in here, right? I went, that's okay. And he said, like, just in case, you just don't know sometimes the way people can go, right? Yeah.
I would not be
Sorry,
in
what
a
is
room with
happening?
anybody
This is
who's
so
recording me.
weird.
I mean, that's so weird.
This is so weird.
Okay, I better stop then.
Are you sure you went to a therapist? Because it does not sound like you went to a
my God,
therapist.
Colm,
That
this
sounds
is
like
so
you went to a
weird.
special
You
place.
You're not mixing this up with your improv session.
You know the word therapist, is there a hyphen between de and...
Oh my God, you're off the charts today. You know
And
one
now,
of the biggest-
Mr. Hayes, we will put the tape on your mouth.
You know, one of the biggest cases in Ireland back in the day was that case where they were filming people in changing rooms to make sure.
well,
there was-
he told
no,
me.
to make sure there was no
Yes.
robbing, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
women were like, "You cannot film," and they were like, "Well, it's only to make sure people aren't." And it was a huge case at the time. I'm not going to mention the story. Did I mention? it?
Why is a therapist
Filming.
filming you? I mean, I found that bizarre.
Because they share the office with other therapists and some of them have particularly
Security issues.
difficult clients and they need it for security.
I the only time it
This
comes
is
in.
hardcore therapy.
Hang
I'm
on.
talking.
The only time it comes into play, there's confidentiality, isn't it? If you've taken your own life, am I correct about this? And they can come to the fore to the family. Am I correct about this? Or if there's a legal case, like you're talking about a murder, or something, and they can offer. I think there is something, but you're not allowed to speak to people.
No,
What?
no,
What?
No.
What?
Confidentiality exists with your lawyer, right?
And your doctor.
And your doctor.
Sorry, yeah. So your lawyer, your doctor,
And your
Priest.
therapist.
No,
Stop it,
because your
Justin.
therapist is not a regulated activity, right? So they'll have a confidentiality agreement that they can give you and you can sign up to it. So first of all, it depends on what that agreement says. Most of did either of you sign a lengthy agreement
No,
with your therapist?
I haven't started, and I don't think I will now. I'm
So-
broke.
So, what's important is ask for a confidentiality agreement and then it's confidential.
Could you sue them?
For,
If
after that.
if Brenda down the road is like, heard what you were talking about to like, I presume you could.
well, okay, so suing people for breaches of confidentiality, you have to be able to prove that there's some damage to you, right? So they'd have to be like defaming you. But the point is, your therapist, unless you sign a confidentiality agreement with them, has no boundary for confidentiality because there's no legislation to support their behavior. They'll have ethics within their own body and they'll go, oh yeah, well, ethically we're supposed to do this. Ethically, we're all supposed to do lots of things. But if you want your information confidential, you have to get them to sign a confidentiality
I think we should have
agreement.
just stuck to going on holiday, or you're going to the Canaries this summer. The jet fuel might run out. That should have just been our clear topic for this week. We'll be back again next Thursday with Not So Christian Brothers. I'm so
Are you like ending the show just because of the
find that
the
traumatic.
unhappiness you have received of the information that you gathered in this show?
intimate stuff I told about my body and my family. Like,
And she was only the receptionist.
she wasn't even. She was just.
I like it, Terry.
That's funny. That's funny.
So we want
She was like, "Tell me more. Tell me more."
but you know
My
what?
neighbours are going to love this info.
And she's like, "By the way, I'm not, but I'm going to align someone to." Oh, you're not. I've just spent 40 minutes
Oh,
being
you
my
were just
goods.
filling out the form, which is like the
Yeah,
census.
she goes halfway through. This is funny. She goes, "That's great." So, I mean, I think that this is a wonderful safe space for you to talk. So, I'm going to find someone. I was like,
And you told her everything.
I just told you everything. I don't know much to tell. I mean, I'm pretty together.
I don't know. I'm going to ask her when I see her later on.
It's going to take a long time to get to that
He
point.
goes, and then the affordability, and I actually shit myself. I was like, who the fuck is this lady?
What's the affordability, by the way? How high did it go?
So it was like 45 to 60, and then 60 to 85, and then kind of up tier.
Up to what? Like, what's the most?
I'm
Could you
boring,
spend
Justin.
$1,000 a month or an hour on a therapist?
I charge £800 an hour.
Yeah, but that's different. That's high performance. Like, that's different.
But
Working
that's-
with C-suite
that's-
clients.
It has to, but that's not just life coaching.
Not
That's
a bunch
just-
of people that hate their ma. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's a bit different.
They,
Their husband, I have a problem with your husband, Mickey.
the
It's a bit
problems tend
different.
to be the same. The problems tend to be the same.
Isn't it? Don't they say
Rich
if you
people are
don't know what the issue is, it's your mother?
Like poor people with just more money.
Sorry, Terry.
If they say if you don't know what the issue is, it's your mother.
Thanks, Terry, for that. I am a mother, and I'm a woman. I just find that very.
Well, now you can think about all the trauma you're going to cause your kids.
And let's just close. Let's just close
my
today's
God,
episode
what
with that
total-
wide shot again, Terry. Of
There she is up there.
Fran.
Looking
Fran.
Fran there in
Dressed like
There's
Joe
Fran.
Biden.
you know.
Yeah.
So
And
there
who
she is,
doesn't
Joe
need
Biden.
therapy after that?
And I hope Neve listens to
She's
this
to blame
episode.
for all of us, and while we're here.
And they didn't. And in case you thought they didn't go to private school. And look how well they did.
Yeah, we didn't. Our sisters did, but that was the last episode. That is Not So Christian Brothers. That's the after show. We do want to encourage you to jump over to our Instagram page, Not So Christian Brothers. Send
I'm
in a
going to
DM.
therapy.
Follow that as well. And yeah, it's on YouTube.
I'm
It's
off.
on Apple. Look at the stadium. You're going to the lack
I have to go
You're going to the
incognito.
bag of
I
cans.
have to go incognito because she knows all my shit now.
Oh, yeah, it's not hide, yeah.
Got to buy heroin down the back lane. now.
It's too far. Honest to God.
All right.
See you
thank
Thursday.
Yeah. Okay,
Bye.
see you Thursday. Bye-bye.